Pete with a jug of punch at my head and my feet. I can do that.
Look like a counter doing cartwheels too.
Greetings, buddy. Would you like a cold one, or did you want to hear a joke?
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
One day, Sanctuary will be a vibrant community. I've seen it.
Here's something we can all stand to think about a little more often. It's Happy Times by Bob Crosby.
On it! What do you need, General?
Huh?
The detective's life isn't an easy
I know
one,
I'm not the only
but
person here
rarely
who's
lacks
lost
for
someone.
excitement.
I miss him so much.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
Good to see you again. Here for a laugh, or did you want a cold beverage?
Hey.
Go ahead.
Hey, Valentine.
Something to get off your chest?
Your thoughts?
Should we get a move on?
We should go our separate ways.
Your call. You change your mind, though, you come find me. I'll be at home.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
rather be off murdering a pint. But this'll do. Next person that asks me to shag is getting a well-placed kick. I wonder if the data I'm collecting will serve any purpose.
You lead the way, and I'll follow, sir.
We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
You should take up farming someday. You've got the grit for it. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah?
Good karma's paying off.
Stop right there! Okay, let's put those claws to use. Check that out. Now! Check that out. Now. There. Stay right there.
Things got hairy for them at the old Cambridge police station. How hairy? I can't be sure. But I've heard about the kind of firepower those guys pack.
Finally, Vault 88's work can truly begin.
Vault dweller, who
Anybody need help with anything?
Much needed hand. Good job surviving out there, and best of luck to all involved in the future. Truly one of the greatest voices
Lonely
ever.
Miles here,
Here's
bringing
Nat
you the type of
King Cole
news you just
with
don't hear
orange-colored
about
sky.
every day.
Draw you a picture later. Any requests?
No, thanks. I've seen your drawings.
I'm writing a new song praising the Overseer. I need a word that rhymes with great.
Oh, I know. Super.
Yes.
Why blue? I mean, would a yellow jumpsuit really be that bad?
Never thought I'd be an honest-to-goodness vault dweller. Huh. Who do you think would win in a fight? A lumberjack with tentacle arms, or a shark riding a unicycle? I mean, it's hard to beat a shark, but lumberjacks are really tough. I just can't decide.
Glad I'm in here and not out there.
Guns, guns, and more guns.
You talked to Cassie Dalton? Shame what happened to her family.
In the deep fog. There are things out there.
Food in front, dock in back.
Got a chill in my bones that won't come out. Too many nights out sleeping in the fog. We heading out?
That's right. Let's get going.
After you, then.
Travis Lonely Miles here, bringing you Warren Smith with Uranium Rock.
And Dublin's fair city, and the girls are so pretty. I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. Make it... quick, will you?
Hey.
Sure, here's what I got. Handy round a workbench, are you?
Heads up.
What? Whiskey's running low. Better find some more, and soon.
That's enough sentiment from me for one day. Let's get it on back. Here's another one from Betty Hutton. Guys, don't take this personally.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world.
I'll be straight with you. It's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger.
but I've got a responsibility to these people, and I have a job for you, if you're up for it. Besides, I know you're tougher than you look.
I'm happy to help with anything I can.
If you say so. We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged the fog condensers that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him, too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it.
What exactly are these fog condensers? How do they work?
Well, I'm no engineer, but the way it was explained to me, each fog condenser pulls in the air around it and then condenses it into liquid. The point being, the fog doesn't get past them. They make a barrier that protects the town. No fog means that all the nasty things living in it stay in it. They don't venture out too often. The fog's their home, I guess. The fog condensers eat up a lot of power, but we've got a wind farm that takes care of that. As long as the turbines stay charged, we stay safe.
Am I gonna need any tools or parts if I have to make these repairs on my own?
The fog condensers need their power modules replaced, but Howard took the only spares we had. Either way, you're gonna have to find him first.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
What are you looking
Fresh shipment in. All your rip. Pickle and food needs.
Ah, you there. You're back. Are you that detective I've heard about?
Who said I was a detective?
Mayor Avery said that someone new had arrived on the island, investigating a missing person. That must be you. I haven't been able to find any of the local police force. The louts? I don't want to start a panic, but, well, we may have a murder on our hands, and we need an outside set of eyes.
Where did the crime take place?
At the Cliff's Edge Hotel, just north of the town. Will you help us solve this heinous crime?
Who's the victim?
Well, we want to keep this out of the tabloids, but it's Ezra Parker, the financier of the hotel. Will you help us? There may still be a murderer at large.
Who are your employers?
I shouldn't say out here in the open, but my employers are quite wealthy, as are the other patrons of the hotel. Please, you must help us. Every moment we wait, our residents are at risk.
Okay, I'll help.
Oh, thank goodness. Shall I guide you to the Cliff's Edge Hotel now?
Where is it again?
The Cliff's Edge Hotel, just up the coast from town. You really can't miss it. Shall we be off?
Go ahead. I'll meet you there.
Very good. I shall meet you at the main entrance to the hotel.
Whoa, Krabby. Looks like Howard didn't make it. I'll have to repair the fog condensers myself.
fog! Take them all!
You need work?
Those fog condensers
Talk with
are
the
back
mayor.
online.
Lord
Good.
knows she's always
Our water
carrying
supply
on
was starting
about
to get
something.
low. Wasn't sure how much longer we could hold out. Did you find Howard?
He didn't make it.
I should never have let him go out there alone. Well, I said it was paying work. 200 caps should be enough.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
Don't know if you've chatted up the Mariner, but she's always looking for help. I know Cassie Dalton was asking around, but, well, judge for yourself there.
Thanks. Glad I could help you out.
That makes two of us. Now, here's your pay. I've got to start making arrangements for Howard. So I'll say goodbye.
Food. Stim packs. Fully stocked.
Protect your loved ones with
Brooks
my
is a
fine
mainlander
hand
too.
cannons.
And a synth.
Alan.
Whatever that is.
Huh. The mainlander. Great. Fire your gun a few times and you think you're some sort of hero? This is our fight. Our island. Not yours.
I am the one that saved all your asses, so yeah.
We've defended this damn dock from crabs and worse for months without you. Yeah, you helped. But we've paid our dues in blood and bullets. The day we rely on outsiders for our security is the day we're as good as dead.
I still put myself in harm's way for you. Some gratitude would be nice.
We've had some real pieces of work come through here. You've been, all right so far. Here, for your, help. So if you're here to buy some ordnance, do your business. Otherwise, take the first boat out of here. Before the Children of Adam or worse get you.
What's your problem with the Children of Adam?
We should have gunned those bastards down the moment they set foot here. Instead, we let them in. And all in secret from wherever they're holed up. They've been feeding the fog. Getting it stronger. Strong enough to push us all out of our homesteads. Further and further until it's a wonder we're not all drowned in the ocean.
You have any proof that they've fed the fog?
Proof? We wait for that and we might as well pull the trigger ourselves. Look, in my daddy's time, the fog was a nuisance. Something you avoided. Now every day it gets stronger. It's like the fires of hell out there. Because of the children.
Show me what you got.
Let's deal.
Whatever.
Damn fog's got in my lungs again. It's you! Be me! And what's next?
once. The children of Adam need to be wiped clean off this island.
You've had your blood today. I can't stomach any more of it. All of you. Show's over. Go home.
Hey, Alan.
We doing business?
Captain.
I hope the harbor's being good to you. At this point, I'd settle if folks were just plain civil.
What's the history of this place?
Well, this whole dock used to belong to the Mariner, when the fog started getting thicker. Family by family, homestead by homestead, people were kicked out of their homes inland. The Mariner was kind enough to let people stay. The harbor just kind of grew out of that charity.
What's there to do in town?
Brooks sells general goods. Teddy Wright's in back of his shop, and he can patch you up if you need it. Besides that, the Last Plank's a popular stop for booze and what have you. And lastly, well, if you need a gun, see Alan Lee.
You know of anyone that could use some help?
The Mariner and Cassie Dalton are the only leads I have.
I have to go.
Be well.
Cat knocked something over. Again.
Ah, Tink didn't mean anything by it, Mitch.
Mitch.
I swear, her tail's a menace. Does she even know it's attached to her bleeding hide?
If you want me to
Booze
work
for the
in this
belly
screaming
or
bar
bunk
doors,
for the
you
night?
watch your tongue. The Plank's the only bar in town, so if you need a drink, don't be shy.
Hey.
The fog's poison, on account of the children of Adam.
It's time to settle accounts. You hear me, Island? My friend here's gonna even things up.
I wiped out the feral ghouls at the campground.
The hero of our saga returns triumphant. Ha ha! I bet the island didn't see that coming. It's only right you get paid for your troubles. Here's 200 caps for you.
So, who else needs to be avenged?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I've been thinking about what's next, and then it came to me. We all love our grandparents, don't we? Kind, gentle, doting, love to spoil you. You'd never want something awful to happen to them. Nobody would. That's why it broke my heart when I lost Grandpa George.
What happened to him?
He had a farm, little ways north of here. Lived a peaceful life, working the land and not causing anyone trouble. The island sent something after him. A huge monster, mean as spit, and with claws to snap steel beams. A fog crawler. Grandpa bravely stood his ground. A shotgun in his hands, holding off that terror while the farmhands fled back here. If you can take out that shell-backed devil, it'll send a message loud and clear that says the Daltons never forget when they've been wronged.
Where can I find this farm?
Follow the coastline to the north.
That fog crawler's gonna pay. For Grandpa George.
That's the spirit.
refreshing.
Nice.
Hope you learned something interesting.
Don't move. It's all right. You, here. You're coming with me. You're coming with me. I'm done with you. Get over here. I'm done with you.
Keep saying to myself I should settle down someday.
You, here, now. Go. Stay right there. Stop right there! Don't move.
We got no choice. Exercise, man.
Got it.
Into the breach we go! You've got my attention. It's no name.
I wish we still had the staff to keep up this area of the hotel. It's in quite a state of disrepair. I should warn you, some of the other hotel guests are a bit, rowdy. I was forced to defend myself when a few became a bit handsy, shall we say. The registered patrons are in a more exclusive area of the hotel, though, and do not associate with this sort of rabble. Shall we be off?
What do you mean the other patrons are rowdy?
I had not been in this part of the hotel for some time. Perhaps there is some sort of sporting event that has them agitated. Several of them tried to grab me and, well, their clothing was certainly not suitable for polite company. Shall we be off?
I'm gonna look around here first.
Very well. We can commence into the hotel as soon as you are ready.
I'll be drinking a toast to your corpse.
Nice.
You did that with a bobby pin? Well, I'll be damned. for a drink, yeah?
That's it.
Aim straight and true.
A bit of exercise, that.
I'm too damn sober for this. Aim straight at you. Ain't you had enough yet?
Well then, what's next? Better us get it than someone else.
elevator leads to the exclusive area of the hotel. You should feel quite privileged that they will be allowing you in. Go ahead and activate the control panel there.
Greetings! Welcome to Vault 118, your home away from home, underground. Are you the detective we sent for?
Yes, I'm the detective.
Thank goodness. Let me just open the door for you. About time the police sent someone out to investigate. We have many important residents and they're very worried.
What happened? Who died?
It's Mr. Parker, the primary owner and financier for the hotel. This is just a disaster. They're at the crime scene again. Don't they realize that they're going to disturb the evidence? You'd better come with me, Detective.
I shall return to my workstation and allow you to take things from here.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is a crime scene.
Do you not see the glory of the thing? The artistry.
What the hell is wrong with you? Excuse me?
Ezra, you have outdone yourself. This is your finest work. There is more emotion in his death than most have had in their entire lives.
Our friend is dead, Mr. Avita. Have you no respect?
Well, now, how do you like to eat your kibble in here?
There is nothing worse than
if I may. That's what I this is could to just you. have your attention.
You're sick.
I'm sorry for shouting, but the detective has arrived and shall begin the investigation henceforth. Please return to your rooms until the detective has examined the crime scene and had a chance to come speak with you. Have a look at the crime scene for clues. When you're ready, we can discuss your findings. You are free to question the residents, but their safety is our priority. So unless you have solid evidence, I would avoid accusations.
Protect and serve.
Is this blood? Looks like the brain enclosure was smashed. Red paint?
I have not felt this inspired since that time securities made more easy.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Why'd you do it, huh? He deserved better than that.
You think I'm stupid? I saw the way he looked at you. You're gonna tell me that's not... nothing?
It wasn't like that. We were friends. He helped me out of a tight spot or two is all.
I couldn't stand by like some pasty-faced Percy while he put the moves on my best girl.
But now the law is on our tail. What are we going to do?
Come away with me. Let's leave this dark hole of a city behind. We can be in Buenos Aires by tomorrow.
Oh, I want to believe you, I do, but they'll never let us go.
Then we'll make our stand here. I've got a gun for each of us.
No. The line is, then we'll make our stand here. Two lovers together, or each of them.
Hell yeah.
Why can't I ever get that line? Forget it. I can't do this right now.
Fine. I'm going to the beach. Well now, if it isn't the brave detective. I haven't seen someone with a body like that in far too long.
Can we talk about the murder?
Oh, boo, you're no fun. I suppose we can talk about the case, unless you'd rather hear some stories from my acting career.
Can you answer some questions?
Perhaps if we were better acquainted, I'd be willing to share what I know. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
I must say, you're quite the actress.
What can I say? It just comes naturally. Care to hear some of my stories, detective?
All right.
Did you know that while filming Night of the Fishman's Return, Cynthia Marsh had the most terrible allergic reaction to the fishman suit? More than half the scenes had to be done with her stunt double, and that stunt double ended up having an affair with her co-star. Did you need something else?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Well, it is a bit strange how obsessed Santiago has been with the murder. I mean, he's always been a bit obsessive, though. He did a whole series of paintings of me, hundreds, said I was his muse. It was flattering for a while, but the man is a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
What were you and Keith talking about when I came in?
Oh, that? We were rehearsing. Gotta stay sharp if we're going to rebuild Hollywood. But Keith always gets flustered when he's upset. Did you need something else?
Tell me about yourself.
My favorite subject. Simply put, darling, I'm the greatest actress in the world. When this international scuffle blows over, I shall return to the silver screen and lead the world to a new golden age of cinema. Did you need something else?
Never mind.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention.
I'd rather die than be stuck in one of these rat holes.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
It's obviously Santiago. He keeps going back to look at the crime scene.
What were you and Gilda talking about when I walked in?
Oh, we were just rehearsing a scene. Nothing to worry about.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, as you probably know, I'm an actor. I don't like to brag about it, but my last picture, The Fighting Furies, did top the box office.
Never mind.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
The bat's missing.
Hello, Detective. Did you need something? Looking for a gift to bring back to that special someone?
Did you have any thoughts on the case?
I'm afraid not, Detective. We're really at a loss, which is why I was sent to find you. Forgot a personal item at home.
What have you got?
Keepsakes, hunting equipment, and a variety of small personal items. Need to restock on hunting or fishing supplies?
Let's see what you got.
All of our items have that rustic Maine feel.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Are you a devotee of the arts? Does that cruel muse call you to her entrapping bosom?
Can we talk about the murder?
There will be plenty of time for that. We have more important matters to attend to. Come with me. Tell me, what does this piece say to you?
I don't know. It looks kind of like a face. That spot is the eye. The red blotch is its hair, and it's sticking its tongue out.
Indeed. This was the last piece I did in a series of portraits of Gilda. Number 1378. Her emotional landscape is superimposed on the portrait. The reality of the subject is distorted as the ego attempts to project itself. This way. Tell me, what does this one say to you?
It's the war. Bombs from every direction, no up or down, the world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be. Art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return. All art must therefore be constantly reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. We must ascend. And what about this one? Please be honest. For art without honesty is just politics.
It's cute, I guess. Some people like that kind of thing.
More than you would imagine. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I did the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about the value of art to the common man, huh? Ah, my fellow connoisseur of the art. Here to see my latest work?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. So I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
I found red paint at the crime scene. Know anything about that?
No, actually. Ezra borrowed my last can, and now I can't find it.
I think you should explain why you keep returning to the crime scene.
It's for inspiration, detective. The others do not like to think about it, but even we shall die someday. Like Prometheus's torch, it kindles within me the fire to create as much art as I can with the time that I have.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de vivre from within her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not a brute actor.
Tell me about yourself.
What is there to tell? I am one of the premier artists in the world. My work is primarily in oil paint, but I have been known to do sculpture or performance art as well.
Never mind.
Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy. Remember?
Oh, of course. Silly me.
Just let me have a look at the neural interface matrix, and I'm sure I can clear that.
No, it's not that. I've just caught another cold. Probably something that got in.
Oh, God. Not this again. Last month you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not a real doctor. Robotics isn't an actual medical degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically possible.
I know when I'm getting sick, Bert. Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to rewrite the will, so he will get everything when I die because horrible Bert didn't believe me.
Oh, God, Juliana.
Have fun,
Whatever.
dear.
I'm going to the lab.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Oh, well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
What's with all the junk in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs fortune and wife of Bert Riggs. I'm not sure what else you expected, Detective.
Never mind.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
Heard about the experiments they did in places like this. Human decency must have been in short supply back then.
Tiger. Here for more stories about my acting career, or something else?
Tell me something.
Sure, darling. What did you need?
Apparently, Juliana had a big argument with Ezra a few days before he died. Did you happen to overhear any of the conversation?
Oh, yes. I haven't seen a woman go off like that since Teresa Dubois fired her costume designer. But to get back to your question, it was fever pitch, Detective. She had apparently gone to the overseer's office to check on the state of things and found it in horrible disrepair. But, and this is where it gets interesting, it sounded like she found something that really set her off. Couldn't hear what, though. Did you need something else?
It looks like the baseball bat from Keith's movie is missing.
Really? Well, that's a shame. It was a great picture. He was so cute in that tight uniform. Did you need something else?
I've gotten the impression you've had an affair with Santiago.
Look, I love Keith, I do. But sometimes he just can't give me the attention I need. A girl gets lonely, Detective. It only lasted a few dozen years. The man's a bit much, even for me. Did you need something else?
Maybe later.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention. Hey there, Tiger. Here for more
What the point of building this was?
Sure.
Did you know they were thinking of making a TV show of the Silver Shroud? Between you and me, Keith's agent had an inside track to get him the role. Did you need something else?
Maybe later.
I'll be around, languishing from your inattention. Hey there, Tiger. Here for more.
Uh-huh. Have you ever done radio? Your voice is quite enchanting.
Well, darling, play your cards right, and maybe I'll whisper some sweet nothings in your ear. Surely you must be here for my salacious stories of the silver screen.
I must say, I've known flesh and blood girls who aren't half the woman you are.
Keep it up, Tiger, and we'll find out if you can handle how much woman I am. Surely you must be here for my salacious...
Perfect. A baseball bat? What is this doing here?
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
Your residents are robots.
Not robots, Detective. Well, not exactly, anyway. I believe the term they use is robo-brain. Back before the war, the residents decided the best way to wait it out was to put their brains inside robotic chassis. Was there anything else?
Tell me about the victim.
Mr. Ezra Parker was the primary owner and financier for the hotel. He had vast experience managing venture projects around the world. It was his idea to have our premier clients become investors in the vault section of the hotel. He worked with Vault Tech to have this built to their every specification. Was there anything else?
I found the murder weapon.
Oh no. That's the bat from Mr. McKinney's movie. You don't think he could be involved, do you? I can't imagine him ever doing such a thing. Was there anything else?
I'm not sure where I should start.
I suppose you should try to figure out how he died. And then who had the means and motive to kill him? Once you have enough evidence, then I suppose you'll need to confront the killer. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
I'll be here should you need me.
Hello again. Did you need something?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already. I'm not sure what else to say, really. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first robo-brains, the precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and I'd rather not bore you. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
Oh, wonderful. No one else here really wants to talk about it. Functionally, this model is more or less the same as the previous versions I worked on, but without the neural inhibitor and reconditioning. The voice modulator seems to have some minor issues interfacing with the neural matrix, which can add some moodiness. But that's easily solved with regular tune-ups. Was there something else, Detective?
I'd like to hear more about your research.
I'm afraid that's really all I should say about it. Was there something else?
Robo-brains have a voice modulator. Tell me about that.
That's what allows us to recreate our original voices. They can mimic any normal human voice, actually. I've speculated for some time that the issues we had with our recruited subjects is due to the brain attempting to preserve a sense of self. Maintaining our original voices helps reinforce the neural network, sort of like playing music for an Alzheimer patient. Was there some...
Have you noticed Juliana acting strangely lately?
Oh, well, I'm probably just being paranoid, but she's been so much more pleasant lately. I mean, it's been nice, but also a bit unnerving. Most people don't really understand us, but I always appreciated how she can just take charge of a situation. It's what allowed me to focus on my research. I'm worried something has happened to her. She doesn't seem like the same person. Was there something else, Detective?
What do you mean Juliana's not the same person?
My wife has always been a very harsh woman, Detective. I don't know who it is in our rooms, but that is not my wife, Detective. Was there something else, Detective?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Please, just go.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
I found your baseball bat at the crime scene. Care to explain how it got there?
Someone is clearly trying to frame me for the murder. It's probably Santiago. You saw him skulking around the crime scene?
Maybe later.
Okay. Just let me know how I can help.
Sure you want to just toss that? Sealing yourself up in a steel hole to escape the bombs. Sounds like trading one kind of hell for another one.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
Hello, Detective. How can I help? Did you have questions about the case?
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I found some evidence that Ezra was embezzling from you and the other investors.
Oh, well, I really don't believe that. Mr. Parker wouldn't do such a thing, I'm sure.
Maybe later.
Good luck catching the murderer, Detective.
My fellow connoisseur of the art. Here to see my latest work?
Maybe later.
Good. I hope my paintings are able to open your mind to new possibilities.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
I think you're the real murderer.
That's just silly, Detective. Why would I want to kill Mr. Parker?
Give it up. I know your secret, Juliana. Or should I say, Ezra?
Well, Detective, that's quite the claim.
It's a shame. I thought I could keep the ruse going a little longer. Oh, well. Had to end eventually, I suppose. This doesn't have to end in more violence, Detective. Just walk away. I'll leave, and you can tell them I escaped.
Why did you kill Juliana?
I hadn't planned on it, but Juliana figured out what I was doing and had to be dealt with swiftly. I thought I could get a bit more money out of this place before making my escape. What's it going to be, Detective? Join me in getting rich? Or die defending some outdated ideals?
If I'm gonna let you go, I want a cut of what you've stolen.
Ah, So it's like that, eh? Fine. I'll grease your palm a bit, detective. Now, am I free to go?
Okay, I'll let you go.
Well, I'm glad you've decided to be reasonable. I would have hated for this to come to more bloodshed. All right, detective. Tell Maxwell that it's over and get your reward. Then I'll make my way out when things have died down.
Hello again, Detective. Was there anything else?
I found Ezra. He killed Juliana, and he's been impersonating her.
Oh, my. I'll notify the staff and we can put an end to this once and for all.
Protect and serve. Situation normal. Law and order has been restored.
We've got him. It's finally over. Here you are, Detective. Payment for your services and a bonus for uncovering such a heinous plot. I don't think we could have done it without you.
Why not? Ain't doing them any good.
you.